Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane. Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Here's a message for parents. Show your child that education is important in your home. I'm Tim Royers, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. Set aside a special area where your child can work on school assignments. Encourage your child to become more responsible by setting personal educational goals. And send your child to school well-fed and rested. Working together, parents and teachers can help every child reach their full potential.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Welcome to the Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 93.7 The Ticket. I always start my show off showing love. Big shout out to Matt Warner, Empire Fencing, man. You guys showing major love to me, and I appreciate it. And Matt, don't forget, if you're listening, we got to get you back on the show. Before we get to my guest tonight, I have a topic. My topic is real simple. Good people. You know, good people are very, very special and rare. A lot of times when we come across good people, unfortunately, sometimes we don't recognize it until after the fact. And I just want to encourage everybody that when you do have the opportunity to be around good people, and appreciate and cherish them. And speaking of good people, I have a producer named Ben.
Hello. That is me.
Ben is one of those I would call good people.
Same with you, Ricky.
Well, I appreciate it. But, you know, and the reason why I'm giving Ben some love now because, you know, I admire work ethic. Work ethic is very important, and a lot of people don't have that. And Ben, through what I have seen myself, he definitely has a work ethic. And And I give him a hard time a lot. So, and he puts up with me. So that means a lot to me. And I just want Ben to know that I appreciate him, even though I give you a hard time.
Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate you as well.
You're very welcome, young man. And like I say, you take my ribbons with a lot of class. So keep doing that, Ben. It looks good on you, young man.
You keep doing you.
Oh man,
Let's all keep doing what we're doing.
That's all. Hey, that's all part of being good people. But you know what? Speaking of good people, I got a guest tonight.
Ooh, surprising! You have a guest.
I have a guest.
You
tonight.
Don't usually have guests.
Yeah, man. I gotta have guests, man. I mean, I might make an exception every now and then, but man, tonight, tonight I got a guest, and my guest tonight, we're gonna learn about him together. André Allen, man, welcome to the show.
What's cracking, my brother? It's good to be here. Very happy to be here.
Well, André, man, I just want to say, I haven't known you very long, but I feel like I've known you forever. I mean, I got the opportunity up in Sioux City to spend some time with you on the golf course, man, and really, really, you made a very, very positive impact on me, and I'm very thankful that you're willing to be on the show tonight.
Well, brother, I think that feeling is pretty mutual. We being in the field that we're in and come out of that athletic world,
right?
We have a lot of familiarities that we, get to discuss that not a lot of people.
And that's exactly where we're going tonight. I want to start off though before we get to that point. I want everybody to know, where are you from?
Ooh, where am I from and where am I at?
Yeah. Let's start at where you're from.
Well, I'm from a little bitty old small town. I'll be heading there next Friday, called Itta Bena, Mississippi.
Itta Bena, Mississippi. I have never heard of it.
Where is that from?
Where is it close to?
Greenwood. Right in the middle of the Delta. So when I say Mississippi Valley State.
Okay, Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. So I grew up Jerry Rice right in my backyard. It was Mississippi Valley State.
Okay. I got a reference point now. Okay.
Right. So I got the opportunity to grow up watching him play.
Got you. So you grew up in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Did you start playing sports at an early age?
No. We are, speaking of which, like I said, we'll be heading down to Itta Bena this coming Friday for the holidays and our family reunion. So we got the Ollies, the Allens, the Prayers, and the Manuels that are all within my family breed.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Ollie, and Durant.
Do y'all do this every year, or is this just a
no? We're trying to get back on that track to do that every year. My mama's she's number 9 of 18 kids.
Oh wow! Okay.
So we got a big family reunion coming up next Friday, and so I'm looking forward to that. A lot of family I haven't seen in a long time.
Do you get down there very often?
No, it's very heartening for me to go back. The living conditions of my people down in Mississippi is not very pleasant to see. So it's hard for me to, 2 or 3 days is pretty much for me to, enough to make my stomach turn, considering what's going on there. So, but yeah, other than that, and now I'm in Iowa now.
In the big state of Iowa, man. And that's, okay, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Let's slow this down for a minute.
People around here don't like Iowa.
Good people, though.
There's some. I will make exceptions. There's good people in Iowa.
There's some. This is a good guy right here, or he wouldn't be on the show. So trust me on this one, man.
I trust you, Rick. I trust you.
All right. Hey, man. So I'm guessing here, but so growing up there, you went to high school there, or did you leave there before you got to high school?
Nah, I came here. Mama and Daddy got divorced, and Mama wanted to get out of the South because that's not a thing that they love to to do in the South is go through divorces. And so Mama wanted to start afresh and start anew. So obviously, with our family being so big in Mississippi, she decided to leave Mississippi when I was 11. I'm the oldest of 5 kids. And so all about 2 years apart. And she came to Iowa, which I did not know at that time. I didn't even know what Iowa was at that time. And so she came back about a year later and picked us up. And as we're driving, I'm thinking we're going to St. Louis. And a lot of family in St. Louis that live in St. Louis. And so thinking that we're going to go to St. Louis and we bypass the exit of St. Louis, me being the oldest, I'm going, Mama, hold on, where we going? And she was like, we're going to Iowa. And I was like, Idaho? Why are we going to Idaho? I had no idea that we were going to the Midwest up that far up north. But when you really think about it, a lot of our family, come from that slave, world, from the South, Mississippi, up Tennessee, up through Chicago and Iowa and, Michigan. And so, we all broke off, from there, that little tree limb broke off. Some went to Florida, some went to Michigan, some went to California. A lot of them came to Iowa and a lot in St. Louis. So we kind of branched out, that 4 branch.
So now when you say y'all moved to Iowa, where exactly did you move to in Iowa?
Des Moines. Des Moines is the capital of Iowa.
I'm familiar with that. Okay. So is that where you currently reside?
I reside on the suburb to the west of Des Moines. It's called Waukee, West Des Moines. This is where I reside at. Okay.
Well, let's get back to. Okay, you did your high school days in Des Moines then?
In Des Moines.
Okay. What high school did you go to there?
I went to Des Moines North. Obviously coming from Mississippi, and everyone in my schools, in my grade schools, et cetera, were, obviously African American. And so when we came here, we went to where there were a lot of people that looked like me. And so that was Des Moines North, which, it's within the predominantly, low income area. And so that's where we ended up going to high school. And I didn't partake in a lot of sports at that time. And so I came here and then all of a sudden, I'm watching TV and all the guys are like, man, you need to come out and play with us. I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. And so, I was a little bitty skinny guy. And so I started, playing basketball, baseball, running track and doing all those things and started to figure that I was pretty good at it. And I remember we was going to AAU when AAU was truly AAU. You played your school ball during the year, and then the summertime was the only time you played AAU. And so we had to beat the teams in our state, obviously, like they do in Nebraska, back in those days. And so our team consisted of you guys' head basketball coach there at Nebraska. And so with me, Fred Horsberg, Harold Beecham, Lauren Meyer, guys of that nature, where we had to compete to be on the team. And, we, 4th ranked team in the nation, we feeling like we pretty good. And, we playing the likes of Chris Webber and, Penny Hardaway and all those guys,
You had legitimate competition.
Yeah. We was like 4th in the nation in basketball. Wow. And so I think one of those things where, playing against those guys, I always had the pleasure of having to guard the best players, I would guard Chris Webber and, I used to have a Jerry curl.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so we would play, they would call the Super Friends. And so we would play them. And all of a sudden, the second year we started playing them, all the guys would start, they sit on the sideline, they start clapping. Yeah, Slick. Slick, because I had to get the juices, obviously dripping on everybody, coming to America type event. We got once we got through all of the basketball stuff, I figured that, all those guys are playing basketball, but I knew my true ambitions was to get into football because of the nature of the way I played. I just played rough and, I always guarded the tallest, biggest, strongest guys on the teams. And I was a 6'2" guy that was 180 pounds soaking wet. And so I played cornerback, all the way up, through to in high school, all the way up through my senior year. And they came to me and wanted me to play outside linebacker. And I said, no, I don't think so. I'm not that I'm the guy who sits back here and collects punts and gets the balls and maybe catch a few passes, but I'm not being no outside. I'm not letting those big 300-pound dudes touch me. And then it's like, we need you there. We need a playmaker. And so I decided, I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And, I gave it a shot being scared, but I did it. And I fell in love with it.
Really?
I figured that
you had to get the weight
ability,
too, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I wasn't a weight room guy at that time. I was 180 pounds and I was a corner. I was fast and quick and I didn't need to get in no weight room. At least that was mine.
You used your speed to get
use my speed, exactly what I was doing. And so
I got
that was my senior year and they moved me there and all of a sudden, we started playing and my goodness, I started to make plays in the backfield, cause havoc in the backfield. And all of a sudden I was like, I'm getting recruited at linebacker. Well, really what they wanted me for was strong safety.
Okay.
I would have been a great strong safety at a big Division I school. But all the schools, even Mississippi State is where I was going to go back home to. Mama didn't want me to go to Mississippi State. And so I said, okay, all right, I'll figure out a school around here. And then I gave Wisconsin my verbal commitment to go play basketball and football. And she said, it's still too far for Mama. And I said, okay, Mama, what do you want me to do? I said, I got to go to college. I was the first in my family, the first in our generation to go to college. And so, Mom and Daddy only went to high school education at LaFleur High, Mississippi. And so I gave Mississippi, I was going to go back home, Mississippi State. Then I gave Wisconsin my verbal commitment. Then I gave Kansas my verbal commitment. And then Iowa and Iowa State, Iowa State was going to offer me a full ride. Then Iowa wanted to offer me a partial half scholarship. And then I was like, nah, hey, that's not the way it works. I said, man, I'm not from Iowa. I said, you got the wrong one. You have to give me a scholarship. And so I remember one weekend, Mike Fontana, he's a name stake around here in Ankeny, Iowa. He was a lineman at UNI at the time. And then he calls me up, my mom and daddy, they didn't go to college. And so I had to, utilize, my friends as parents that understood the whole college recruiting thing because no one in my family did. Neither did I. And so I was kind of riding the coattails all my, but like Fred Hoiberg and Harold Beach and all those guys and what they were doing from their recruiting. I was watching them as coaches was coming into their houses. And, I was there, into these opportunities and I learned how to go about doing that, the recruiting, things of that nature. And so you and I came in and they were the only school.
You and I, can you
University of Northern Iowa.
University of Northern Iowa. I just want everybody to understand what I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, University of Northern Iowa. And Bryce Pop was there. Bryce Pop, James Jones, Kenny Shedd, Willie Beeman, Kurt Warner. All those guys came in. They were there or came into UNI, which was like, linebacker U at that time.
Gotcha.
And so most of the guys who got Defensive Player of the Year, were linebackers in that conference, which was the old Gateway Conference. Now it's the Missouri Valley Conference. And I ended up going there. They told me I can play anything that I wanted to play. Bryce Pop, James Jones as linebackers. They ended up going to the NFL. Bryce Pop, Defensive Player of the Year. James Jones, if you remember back with the Cleveland Browns, when they first started doing the fullbacks, the big fullbacks, the linemen, getting the balls at the goal line. James Jones was the guy that was doing a lot of that. Bryce played at Green Bay, obviously, Defensive Player of the Year. I think that was in 96, 97 when he was Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL. And so I was like, man, they're going to let me play linebacker. Great. So this is a funny one. So I ended up going to UNI thinking I'm going to redshirt, obviously, because that was the thing to do. You go to college, you redshirt.
So, that redshirt in.
The redshirt in. Well, they let you select your number. And so I came in, I said, oh, well, I just go ahead and pick number 62. Well,
why 62?
62 is a lineman number, right? Here I am thinking I'm not going to play, thinking I'm going to redshirt. Well, long story short, we get to the first game, and they dress everybody in the first home game. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out here and just, I'm gonna just not play, and so therefore I'm gonna go ahead and get my red shirt and be done with it. Well, long story short, back in those days, we didn't have the new digital boards where they get to, put it on a computer and flash it up on the board. They grew up the chalkboards is what we had. Right. And so they're writing the starting lineup on the board. I'm way in the back. Nobody can see me. I'm in the back on the wall. I'm leaning up on the wall, just relaxing. Like, man, I'm just gonna sit back and see what's going on. Learn this college game. Well, they're writing the lineup, and all of a sudden, Allen. I'm looking around like, what are you doing, man? I'm like, is that special teams? I'm like,
it must be another Allen on the
team. Yeah, who are they talking about? Allen, you were right outside linebacker. And I was like, who, me? I was like, oh, Lord, have mercy. Indiana State. Never forget it. David Wright was a running back. Little bitty quick brother. I mean, he was quick. He gets the ball, he just juke you, leave you standing right there. So I'm like, okay, this is not gonna be good. So I go out there and I'm playing, and brother, don't you know, this brother gets the ball and it's me and him. And he comes out and he steps inside and I go to tackle him inside. All of a sudden I whiffed. He goes to the outside about 20, 30 yard game. All I hear is Coach Ardell Wiegand, who's our defensive coordinator. He's screaming, yelling, Andre! Bro, I wouldn't even look at the sideline. I was not looking. I'm like scared. I'm like, oh my goodness, he's gonna kill me if I come over there. You bring another linebacker in for me. I come out and he's like, what are you doing? What are you we supposed to make the tackle? I said, Coach, that dude was too fast for me. He's too fast for me, Coach. And that was my experience. But we went to Marshall, and I remember we playing Marshall, and obviously they had Randy Moss there and all that stuff. And man, they was throwing stuff at me, from the stands. I didn't understand any of that stuff. I'm like, what are these people doing? They had beer cans, they throwing the beer bottles. That's when they was able to just drink in the stands and do what they wanted. Right. They were throwing everything at me. I was like, this is not cool at all. 62, you are a lineman. Why are you here playing linebacker? You should be on the offensive line. And I'm like, oh my Lord. But yeah, it was crazy my first year. I did well, and I was honorable mention conference my first year as a freshman, and then my last 2 years, defensive player of the year the last 2 years, and All-American 3 years in a row, and so I did quite well, and
But you came a long way from a guy wearing number 62 that didn't think he
was brother. Well, how I got out of number 62.
Hey, Andre, hold on just 1 second before you go into that. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back with André Allen. Don't go anywhere. 93.7 The Ticket to get your happy on out.
Nutrition Authority invites you to try Blitz 250. Blitz 250 is a fully loaded pre-workout for those who want the most out of their workouts. Blitz 250 is safe for sport and banned sepsis free. Blitz 250 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. For location info, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
Looking for a place to host a one-of-a-kind private game day experience for your staff or clients? Courtyard Marriott downtown is just blocks from the stadium and steps away from all the fanfare. You'll enjoy use of an entire entertainment space, including outdoor courtyard, accommodations for 250-plus guests. Party starts 3 hours before kickoff, and they'll clean up while you go and enjoy the game. Call Courtyard Marriott at 402-904-4800 for more info or to book your pregame party today. Limited dates available.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at
402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry,
this deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Attention! For a limited time, Acres is offering 1.9% for 60 months on remaining 22 and 23 John Deere combines. This extraordinary low interest rate, along with Acres' discounted pricing, allows you to upgrade your equipment before harvest and lock in incredible savings. And with Acres' A-plus support package included, you'll be up and running throughout the harvest season. Act now. This special rate won't last long. Visit acres.com for details. That's AKRS.com.
It's time for a home technology makeover. And with special Labor Day savings on top name electronics, you can take your home, backyard, or tailgate to an all-new level. Choose from top name TVs like Sony, LG, and Samsung, including Samsung's popular frame TV that blends seamlessly into your decor. Experience game day throughout your entire home with a new audio system from Sonos, now with special Labor Day bundle savings. Transform your game day this Labor Day with the experts at Schaefer's.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through August 25th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice New York strip steaks for $5.99 each, all natural pork belly for $2.99 per pound, all natural boneless shoulder pork roast for $1.99 per pound, and Bush Light 30 packs for $17.99 per pack if you buy two. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, and we're back. Hey, before we get back to my guest, Ben, we got any comments, man?
Oh, yeah, we got some comments.
Let's hear 'em.
We got some comments.
Let me
All
hear
right,
what we got.
All right, let's get to them. First comment was from Facebook. Theoa said hello from Omaha.
Omaha.
She definitely didn't misspell it. She did.
She did
She
misspell
put 2 H's in Omaha.
Okay, well, she's just being funny, man. She's going,
maybe.
Omaha, ha, ha.
Yeah,
Matter
maybe.
of fact, welcome back to the state, young lady, because it's probably a lot cooler than Arizona. So welcome back.
Glad she's in Omaha. Carla said she's listening from London, England.
What?
We're all over the place, Ricky.
Man, look here.
You're everywhere.
Hey, look, that's my home girl. She go everywhere except she won't come back home.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. And Liz and Fred, did I see one from Liz and Fred?
Yeah, there's a comment from Liz and Fred said, "We're proud of you, Ricky." Liz and Fred listening from the United Kingdom.
Man,
See, you're everywhere, Ricky.
Man, look here. Y'all making me feel like somebody. I really appreciate that love.
Then Brett said, "Happy Sunday, Big Bra and Andre."
Brett, down there in Tulsa, Oklahoma, man, I appreciate all the love and support. And I saw the post on Facebook, man. You showed me some love yesterday. I appreciate that.
And then Kim Kelly, you know Kim Kelly.
Oh, absolutely. That's my business partner.
We both know Kim Kelly.
Yeah.
She said, Andre is good people. Good to see you, my friend.
Kim Kelly, I got Andre in the building. I'm trying to get him in the building.
Yeah, he's in the stream.
He's in the stream.
He's in the stream.
Yeah, but you know what?
And the stream is in the building.
In the building. See, yeah, we close.
There we go. We're close enough.
See, Ben got my back. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
And Kim Kelly did a great job putting that golf tournament together up in Sioux City.
That went good?
Where I met Andre. So
nice.
Big shout out to Kim Kelly. Keep doing big things. Proud of you. Well, I got you was telling me, Andre, something about how something happened. Can you pick up on that story and finish telling me what you were getting ready to tell us before the break?
It was more of how I transitioned from number 62 to number 1.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had went to the University of Iowa in the Miami game. We had a bye weekend that weekend, and Miami was playing Iowa at Iowa, and so decided to go to that game, and had a bunch of friends on the team, and wanted to go check it out. And as I'm sitting there, I look over at the linebackers and I see Jesse Armstead wearing number 1. I was like, wait a minute, Jesse, come here, man. Come here. I said, hey, how'd you get number 1? I said, I thought number 1 was a offensive position number. He goes, nah, bro, they just gave it to me. They let me get it. Bet. So me being me, I went back to you and I said, look here. I said, you guys don't give me number 1, I'm transferring. And all of a sudden, I got number 1. I got number 1 quickly. And so that's a long story. I became number 1. That was an easy transition, brother. I see Jesse was number 1, and he started that whole linebacker, defensive players going to single-digit numbers. Was number 1, and that's why I did it. And I switched to number 1, and it was number 1.
Definitely represented with that number 1, man, because you went. You had a very, very productive career. Now, when you finished up at University of Northern Iowa, is that right? What did you do next?
I went for free agency to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay,
I was there for the Philadelphia Eagles. And at that time, going into that transition, my young lady that I was involved with was pregnant with my first son.
Okay.
And me being from Mississippi, it just messed with me. It bothered me because I knew growing up without a father in your life that I always made that call that if I happen to have a child at any point in time, I'm going to be there. And so I decided to leave Philly. I went into Ray Rowe's office. It was probably one of the hardest decisions to make. And I went home. I told him, I got to release me. And that first year I went home and they called me and was like, why don't you just go ahead and head over to Europe to play in what was called World League when I played in it.
Right. And, I remember that league.
Get your thoughts together and then come back to us here at Philly. I said, that might be a good idea. And so I ended up going to the London Monarchs. And so and played over there in London, and Big Refrigerator Prairie was there on our team. And I mean, man, at that time, the talent that was in the World League was just insane. I mean, at that time, I honestly, you could pick a team from the World League, come back to the NFL, play an NFL team, and probably beat them very soundly. That's how good talent there was over in that World League. I did that, then came back to Philly and end up having my second son. And Trevor was born, and so I decided to come back. And then I went to Montreal, Winnipeg first, and then went to Montreal in Canada. Then I came back, and that's when I ran into Kurt again in arena football. And he was like, why don't you come to Paris with us? And I was like, nah, man, I don't understand arena football. I said, I don't get it. And he's like, just come to Paris, for just the they call it the preseason of arena football. And so it's a whole week, and just go over there and you can hang out and, enjoy yourself. And we were playing the New York Dragons, Eddie Brown, which is, that name real well.
Yeah.
His son played in the NFL with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so Eddie played on the New York Dragons. And so, we went over there and we played 2 games, and, I liked it. And so I signed for that year, and that's the year, that was the last year of Kurt's tenure at the Barnstormers. And then he ended up going to the World League himself after that, and getting, picked up by Amsterdam and Green Bay, and then going to St. Louis, and then the rest was history for him. So, but yeah, I had a very good, run, with sports, especially football, professional football. My 3 boys, the 2 oldest went to UNI, graduated from UNI, both played football at UNI. They're both here. The oldest and his wife are going to make me a grandfather here coming up in November.
Grandpa, huh?
Grandpa, Papa Dre.
All right. Congratulations.
First girl. Thank you. It's going to be the first girl in the family. She's already going to have me wrapped around her fingers. And
oh, yeah. That's just an accident waiting to happen.
Well, let's just say all the ammunition is getting cleaned up, and getting ready for her to.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine when if she happens to be at your house when the little young man come knocking on the door saying, "Hey, can I take your granddaughter to the movie?" It's gonna be a misunderstanding at best.
There's gonna be a lot of misunderstanding. I'm gonna have to call up the troops. We're gonna all meet in the garage and let them know that we're taking this serious.
You're gonna be like Bad Boys.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're gonna meet in the garage. Hey, I'm gonna bring my here, fellas. Y'all can just go ahead and sit in the garage, and we'll get them right.
Oh man, that's all right. Now, so when you got done playing ball, what was next for Andre?
Well, when I got done playing ball, I wanted my kids to understand there was more to life than just sports.
Okay.
So I graduated from UNI in accounting and coaching degree. And then I went back as I got done playing football, and I got a network engineering degree, was my second degree. And then I got an MBA in information technology management. And then I got my PMP, and then I got my CSM, a certified Scrum Master. So I went back and went all hog-ho into the educational components of things, and helping my kids and the community to understand that there's more to life than just playing sports. Your life doesn't stop, doesn't end when you are done playing what you're playing. And hence the reason why you must always attain that education and have that education, because there's a lot of things that school doesn't teach you that you need to do on your own. And so I tried to help my kids understand that life just doesn't stop when you graduate from high school. The thing about it is, I always told them, I said, what happens to you when the lights go out, you're singing, you're in high school, and, you're no longer playing sports anymore. What are you going to do? What's your identity? Who are you? And so I tried to help them understand that life does not end when sports is done. And so you continue to learn, no matter how old you get. You use the game, don't let the game use you. And so therefore, I always tried to instill that in them, that the old man didn't always have that golden spoon in his mouth to be able to do what he wants to do when he wanted to do it. There was a lot of hard work and determination, and a lot of people behind me and backing me to push me to continue to pursue my goals and pursue the things that I want to do in this thing called life.
Well, I applaud you, man, because a lot of times, when people get done with sports, it's kind of like they just disappear, and you never hear about them unless there's something bad, and you managed to stay focused, because if I understood correctly from the time I spent with you in Sioux City, I'd like for you to share with everybody what you currently do.
Well, I do IT program project management. is what I do. Obviously just got done with a contract and obviously looking for that next opportunity to, embrace, the company, the people, the environment, the culture. But also for my business, I do, it's called Crossroad Moments. I go around and I do public speaking in companies and businesses, schools, individuals, motivational speaking, anything that it takes to help, people get the most out of them. I've been a linebacker, for, I say not all my life, but it's not really all my life, but it's the last 20, 30 years. Those I've learned within the game of sports, I utilize those in this thing called the game of life. And so I go around doing those speaking engagements, and the businesses, I talk about ROI, I talk about, growth, I talk about teamwork, I talk about swim lanes, I talk about so many different things to incorporate it within each of those organizations that, I'm associated with, because, everything comes down to team. You look at most organizations that are out there, the leadership within those organizations are, male and females that are former athletes, former servicemen and women, because we know what it takes to get the most out of our team that we're with. We understand, we do our job well, but we also are relying upon everybody else to do their job just as well. Because if we don't all be on the same page, we don't communicate, it's not going to work. You look at your relationships in life, you look at your marriage, you look at your relationship with your kids, you look at your relationship with anybody. If you don't communicate, if I don't communicate with my linemen, if I don't communicate with my receiver, my defensive backs, my other linebackers, we're not going to be successful. And so you have to be able to communicate because it's not going to work. Marriages, communication, it's not going to work. And all that transitions to the corporate world. If I don't communicate, I don't understand my roles and responsibilities, I don't understand what I'm doing, we're not going to be successful.
But Dre, you had mentioned that, you just finished up with a contract. How does if someone's interested in getting in contact with you, how would people reach out to you?
Oh, they can reach out to me via phone, 515-202-5664, or they can do email, agallen6@gmail.com or agallen@crossroadmoments.com. I'm very accessible. I would love to speak, to any, forward-thinking individuals, companies, leaders that are out there that are willing to, to take their companies and their business to the next level.
Well, I just think that, man, you will be perfect for what you do because, like I said, I got the opportunity to let you see me lose golf balls with regularity. And but we had a great time, man. And like I said, I'm pretty good at judging people myself, and I knew right off the bat you were good people. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna wrap this show up. Don't you guys go anywhere on 93.7. The Ticket is to get you happy on that.
Hey there, fellas. It's your girl, Jordan, with Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Let's talk commitment. And what better way to do that than with some shiny, sparkly jewelry? Am I right? Now, I'm not suggesting you have to rush, but if you're considering making a significant move, do your planning. We offer financing and payment plans. Lock down your selection with confidence. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard, increase security, and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Old School with DP and J.
And, this part of camp it happens in high school camp, when they have a certain amount of time before their game, before school starts and all that. And then it happens in college and it happens in the pros. I had more fights with some of my good friends, the guys that I'm considered lifelong friends at this point in camp, than with some, over-energized rookie trying to make a name for himself. Seriously.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through August 25th, enjoy 8-ounce USDA Choice New York strip steaks for $5.99 each, all-natural pork belly for $2.99 per pound, all-natural boneless shoulder pork roast for $1.99 per pound, and Busch Light 30-packs for $17.99 per pack if you buy two. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
September 17th, 1994 was the first what? Let me think for a second.
Game against UCLA, number 13 UCLA in town. College game day was here, but that's not what he's talking
I played in that game. I had a couple carries in that game. You can give it to you? Please give it to me. September 17th, 1994 was the first year of the tunnel walk, and it has been going on for 3 decades later. I was there, but you don't. It was a blur. It was all a dream.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Early break.
I got criticized for people saying, this is not a punishment. I did not get the sleeper car. I could have really gone bougie here. I'm going to buy the sleeper car, have nobody near me, and sleep peacefully on this train. No, I took the common
You're
seat.
with the people.
I took the common
You were with
seat.
the people.
That's right. You're damn right.
Thank you.
In the common seat.
You're damn right I was.
I was.
You're damn right.
You're damn right I was.
Early break from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Well, this is the final segment for the night. Ben, we got any more comments by chance?
Oh, yeah, we got a few more comments.
Okay, let me see what you got.
Odious Lee said, greetings, little bro.
What's going on, big brother?
And then Nate Turner said, get your happy on, big bro. Nate the Skate Turner in Chicago. One love.
Nate the Skate! Man, I appreciate y'all showing love, man. That means a lot to me. Well, hey, I want to ask a couple quick questions of my guests right quick. Andre, first of all, man, let me say thank you. Before I ask my questions, I want to say thank you for being willing to be on the show. You're doing an excellent job. What inspired you to want to be a speaker? I'm just curious because I know you said a few things, but what really motivated you to want to do that? Because being a speaker myself, I know what drives me. I want to know what drives Andre.
Well, I didn't have the I didn't have that same backing or the opportunity that a lot of these young men and women have nowadays. And so I knew how I felt by not having a male role model in my life at that time. I had all of my buddies, fathers, friends that I just watched. I'm very good at absorbing things and connecting and just sitting back and watching from a distance. And I do that very, very well. And I took each one of those little pieces from all my little friends and their parents and all the things they were doing, and to try to implement those things in my life to try to make me the person that I want to be able to give back to the community, to give back to the world. And that's one of the things that I do with my kids, my boys, my 3 boys, is I taught them that you have to be a good human. Anything that you can do in this world is just be a good human, be a good person. You treat people the way you expect to be treated. Those good old biblical principles that you are taught when you're younger, growing up, a Baptist as we were when we were growing up, is, you do unto others as you expect them to do unto you. And so the things that I try to do, that I wanted to do and give back to the community, to the young people and young men and women that are out there thinking that, all of them think that they're going to go to the next level. Every last one of them think that. They're going to be, or the parents thinking that they're going to, little Johnny and Susie is going to be the next superstar, going, the Caitlin Clarks and all of that around here. And that doesn't happen too often. And so you better have a plan B. What is your plan B if you don't get that opportunity? Because if you're not out here working, when everybody else is sleeping, you can forget it. It's not going to happen for you, And so for me, is going and trying to teach those words of wisdom that I received from all those friends and family and those connections that I've made throughout the years, including yourself. It's just giving back and being happy, because if you're not happy with you, you're not going to be able to do anything else. You can go and make all the millions, you can have the biggest houses, the most cars, the most dirt, all of that. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy with yourself, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna go anywhere. And so I try to spread that feeling of love and happiness and peace, and so, they get happy home.
Well, I gotta say, the other question is, man, I think we have a mutual friend, Lynette Morris.
How
do you know her? I'm just curious.
Lynette, we go way back. She's like a sister to me.
Yeah, her husband Reggie, man, he's good people.
Yeah, Reggie's good people. But Lynette, her father, Coach Mel Green Sr.
Wow. Okay.
Coach Mel Green Sr. was my high school basketball coach.
Got you.
Her brother Mel Green Jr. Was my freshman basketball coach. But they were the men in my life when I moved to Iowa who cornered this little 160-some pound little rough and tough little wannabe gangster little black kid from Itta Bend, Mississippi, that thought he was tough, wanted to fight everybody and beat everybody up. And so I can recall, the last it was a game that the varsity was playing. I was a freshman, and we had just got done playing, and this point guard, on the Catholic team, got to run in his mouth. And so I thought I had to, be that guy to be the bouncer of the team, or, doing stupid things. And I punched him. I knocked him out. And let's just say at halftime of the varsity game, Coach Mel Green had someone come and find me because he heard about what I had done. And he brought me inside the locker room with the varsity team as a freshman in high school. And let's just say, things that I can't say on here. He said in front of everybody else, and there was a lot of things being broken, and he wanted, he was, you want to fight somebody, fight me type of thing.
Right.
So let's just say it woke me up because I thought I was tough until this 6'6" brother, 200 some pounds, screaming and yelling at you in front of the whole varsity team and the other coaches, and they had to hold him back, and he's breaking things in the locker room because you out here acting a fool.
Right.
Is how me and Lynette, we become very, very close because of that.
Okay, well, look, I gotta ask you one final question before we wrap the show up.
Mm-hmm.
You share quite a bit with us, man. I just want to know, how does André Allen, when he does get a moment, how do you get your happy on?
Brother, I love to spend time with family. I love to read. I love my quiet time. I love to just hang out and just be a blessing to other people. And so that's how I get my happy on all the time.
Well, I just want you to know I appreciate you, man. And I really appreciate the fact that you came on and spent time with us tonight. But I got to go. My time is up. So I wrap my show up, Andre, the same way every week. So I'm going to keep it going.
Yes, sir.
Every day you blessed to say it's just another day in paradise. And no matter what, you got to get your happy on. We'll see y'all next Sunday.
Hey, Nebraska football fans, it's defensive lineman Ty Robinson, and I've got a winning play for you with Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Team up with Action and install a new Bradford white water heater in your home. And if we win the conference championship this season, you'll get a full refund. Don't fumble this opportunity. Sack your old water heater this season and score big